Hi guys, welcome to the Man United Agenda. Yes, we've won. We've got 3 points on the board against relegation-threatened Ipswich Town, and we're delighted. We're delighted, so delighted that we invited special guest Mr. B on to talk about Maguire. And today I noticed we had 73 at Old Trafford. There was 73,827. There should have been 73,828. But someone refused to go, and that was Mr. Stuart Marshall. Stuart, how are you doing? Welcome to the show.
I'm all good, thanks, Amanda. How you doing? You good?
Yeah, I'm great, man. Especially after getting 3 points. You was watching from the sofa today, yeah?
I was actually watching it in bed. Kicked upstairs tonight to watch it.
Good stuff, Mr. B. Obviously, I mean, yeah, we weren't so optimistic yesterday when we did the preview show. We kind of feel flat, but how do you feel after the 3 points and 9 minutes done?
I'm just glad that we won. I'm just glad that we won, yeah. But to lose to Ipswich would have been, it's just, regardless of how the game went or the specifics of the game, losing to Ipswich would have absolutely killed us. So, we people can stop talking about us being relegation, relegation fodder, and people talk about it being a 6-pointer. It was never a 6-pointer today, but I'm just glad that we won. More than anything else, I'm just glad that we won, man.
Yeah, well, certainly. Just going into it, is the show going to be a positive one? Are we going to look at the positives today, or is there still a lot of negatives?
No, we have to look at the positives. We won a game. Jesus.
Right, so just to throw them out there, just throw out some names. Negatives, I imagine, is going to be the goalkeeper. Is that right? So if we are going to have a little rant, it's going to be about the goalkeeper situation. Is that right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, and positives will outweigh the negatives. I'm sure there were some good performances right today.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, all right, good. We go with that. But first of all, let's go to the comments, guys. Obviously, we love to see Andrew's scorecard. He's firm, but he's fair, as he said. There you go. Anana was very poor. Gets a 1, which means absolute crap. And everyone else is more than a 1.
No, Rasmus gave a 0.
All right. Okay, I missed that one. All right, that's bad. Well, can we talk about Rasmus as well today? Because obviously, a 0 from Andrew. That means
I feel so sorry for him. I feel so sorry for the lad.
I don't.
Don't you?
No. I have no time for -9. I'm totally done with him. The fact that Xerxes stayed on, and everybody talks about Xerxes' lack of pace and blah blah blah. His lack of physicality. He kept him on the whole game.
Yeah.
So let's not get it twisted. Amran is now seeing certain things in players that maybe he didn't realize before. You want technical players on the pitch. You want players who can keep hold of the football on the pitch.
How good was Xerxes today? I think first half he's the more I was his worst enemy, sort of like when we first signed him. But now every game he's growing on me. His touch, his hold up back to goal. He's got that killer pass he can thread through. And I tell you what, once we've got a prolific number 9, I think he'll be fine, absolutely fine.
Ooh, he's been converted.
Can we rewind a little bit because you said something about Rasmus. You said you feel sorry for him.
Actually, when I saw him on the bench, he just looks like he's got a forlorn face on him. He looks desperate. But if like I said, back in the day when you had like Cole of York and Sheridan, Solskjaer, if you weren't scoring after 2 games, you're out. This has been about 10 games now, isn't it? And it's nothing. It's the same old thing every game. So that's why I was saying start Cheeto. But there you go.
He scored 2 this season, and they're right back. I quit calling him Billie Jean because he rhymes with Billie Jean. It's Philly Jean.
I keep saying Billie Jean after my.
Yeah, I keep saying Billie Jean as well. I've never heard of this guy, but he's equal on goals from today's game with Rasmus Haaland. Anyway, let's go through the comments and we come to the real talking points. I am Titanium. Give him a wave. How you doing? He said, I'm sick of tired of having the same damn conversation about how poor this goalkeeper is. Obviously, that's for this talking point today. Dello gets a 10, says Grace Sheridan. Maguire, the Saviour once again, says Big G. I will be talking about that. Sorry to say it, Dello was shit. Just Grace says titanium. I'm shocked. Saying that. Holland gets a 0. Says Kieran, how you doing? Dano has played like 70 games in a row. He's allowed to be SHIT. That's I am titanium saying old intro 10 hags in. Good evening. Big up to my Drayton Manor colleague. Good evening, he says. Man United agenda. Big up. And Ireland's not good enough, and I'm worried for the Europa League. You're saying here at the league match against Real Sociedad. They're a good team, aren't they? Big up to Farn. How you doing? Kieran saying here, I feel nothing. Only thing I take from out of this is we got the win. Seriously shocking. So not very positive. Johnny Hill, how you doing? There's a massive negative. Holland once again showing why we all don't like him. Just going through, if we say, there you go. Let's get into this. Man. Just quickly, can I come to you, Stuart? Because I can't remember. You were on the show last night in the comments. What did you predict for the game?
I've been saying, I mean, on the United app, I predicted 3-1.
Okay.
But you just don't know anymore, do you? It could have been 6-0. It could have been 3-all. Who knows? But yeah, I went for 3-1.
Let's look at the lineups. We were. You watched the show yesterday. We were sort of champion. I can say Kobe, not Kobe. Cheeto to start the game. Do you remember that when we were talking about Cheeto? Obviously, he didn't start. It's gone back to Holland. But looking at the team, Mr. B, we've gone with Onana in goal, De Ligt, Maguire, and Euro in defence. The only people we had on the bench, if you could have made changes, you're not really upset about that, is Heaven. We discussed him, and Lindelof. Those are the only two. Maybe you could have put Mazraoui in there as well. But that's probably the best back three we could have played.
It's tall. It's tall. That three is tall. I'm glad Euro is now getting games. All right, it might be by default the fact that Martinez got injured. The fact that he's playing on the left, is a surprise to me, which means that he is Martinez's replacement now. So I'm hoping Euro gets a run of games. De Ligt, I love De Ligt. It's just maybe it's false. Maybe in a year I'll be calling him -4 whatever his number is. But at the moment, I like De Ligt's. I like his aggression. Yeah, ability he does lack a little bit, but I've got so much time for De Ligt, man. I think he's got the. I really think he's fallen in love with being a Man United player. He's embraced it. It doesn't look like it's too much for him at the moment. And obviously Maguire, what he does, he's going to play. He's going to make mistakes. I'm going to lose my mind. He's going to play. He's going to play well. I'm not going to go too overboard because I'm on the show with Yabba, and I'll save that for him. But yeah, I was happy with the back three today.
So with only Lindelof, Stuart, on the bench with Heaven, that's probably the right centre backs to play, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's exactly what Mr. B said. I mean, he's not. He's like a pro. It reminds me of a proper English centre half, a bit like Maguire. He don't F about on the ball. He gets rid of it. He puts the hard challenges in. I think that's why him and Harry work so well with each other. And again, Maguire today I thought was outstanding.
Well, we'll get on to performance and everything. So there's no way. What's going on with Lindelof? What you go to the grounds? Why isn't Lindelof, who's an international, been at the club for a long time, always steady Eddie? Why is he not getting any games? Why he can't seem to get in through love of money?
Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I know he's been quite injury prone last 18 months or so, but we're quite sport for choice in that department at the moment, aren't we? With the formation and the tactics that Amorim plays, with the wing backs, with Dorgu, with Mazraoui, and with the three centre half. So I think you can't really take Maguire, De Ligt, or I thought even Euro. Again, Euro today was probably one of the best games he's had in United shirt, I think.
Okay, we get on to performances, everything else. I can't really argue the rest. I mean, because looking on the bench, we've got Harrison as a goalkeeper, Casemiro, Eriksson, who both came on. Who's Grazic?
He's a goalkeeper, isn't he?
Oh, he's the goalkeeper. So who's Harrison? Who's
Harrison
on the bench today?
Jack Harrison?
No, for Man United. There's a guy called Harrison.
Yes,
Harrison.
Jack. I don't know that one.
Harrison.
Harrison.
Yeah.
Don't know that one.
Okay, well, let's maybe someone in the comments help us out there. And obviously, Obi was on the bench. Cheetah. he didn't come on. But we've kind of stretched, aren't we, for squad? The other players picked themselves with Garnacho starting today as well. So started with a team full of confidence after coming back against Everton. Only after 6 minutes to see the goal. Damn it! What were you thinking? Talk to me. Let's go talk about this, man. Because so early, we started poor against Everton. We were 2-0 down. We started poorly again today, and we promised after the Everton game. Bruno was saying we need to start stronger in future. What happened so early on? Let's talk through that goal that we conceded. Let's try and break it down.
It's just the same old thing, isn't it? Breakdown in communication with Dorgu and Onana. There's big blame on Onana. I mean, he shouldn't have been out there. I mean, Dorgu had it covered. Dorgu's a fast, strong player, isn't he? So it was both their fault. I can't blame one more than the other. But yeah, it was just same old stuff. I'd only just sat down as well.
So was it a mix-up? Because I came.
It was a mix-up.
It was a mix-up.
It was a mix-up.
The ball got played over the top to Dorgu.
Was it a set piece, right?
No, it was a normal play.
No,
it was a normal play. So the ball's played over Dorgu's head.
Yeah,
he's run onto it, so the ball's on the inside of him. And then, to be fair, the replay shows Dorgu didn't look. Dorgu only concentrated on the football the whole way that it came over. He didn't look up for Onana. But what the hell is Onana doing out there? Stay on your line. The ball then gets played back to you, and then you carry on playing. So, So him coming out, Dorgu maybe should have looked, but I don't remember if there was a player on him. I think there was a player on him. There was a player on Dorgu, wasn't there? So he was watching the ball. But I just don't understand what Onana's doing out there. I
mean, it was a very heavy touch from Dorgu. But like you said, Mr. B, it was on the edge of the box. What's Onana doing out there? Dorgu had it covered.
The space between them got more shorter and shorter to play that pass. So you think Dorgu's new to the club, and Farn is saying here you can't blame Onana for the first goal. Do you think Onana could have communicated more? I didn't see him really. He was quite mute when he was coming out. Expected him to say, "Look at me, I'm here." But Dorgu, if you look at the slow-mo, he was looking focused on the ball, trying to concentrate too much, and just assuming that Onana would create enough space for him to give him an angle to pass. I don't know. But yeah, Cam, let's look, if you're going to blame, I got put on the spot the other day about Harry Maguire, so I'm coming to you two now. Percentage-wise, who are you blaming? Dorgu and Onana, both of them at fault. Just the pros and cons for what went wrong there, please.
Just quickly, I'd probably go 60-40 in favour of Onana's mistake. Because like I said, the only mistake for me that Onana made was he should have been on the edge of the box because Dorgu had it covered. But like I said, the touch from Dorgu was very heavy. So it's slightly more Onana's fault, I'd say.
Well, Andrew disagrees with you. He's gone 60-40 the other way, saying it's Dorgu's fault. Mr. B.
I'll always blame Onana. I'll always blame Onana.
All right, so what do you do right in that situation? Because it just seems a simple thing, don't you? What do you expect from the defender, the goalkeeper, to sort of clean that up?
Stay on your line. But it's simple.
Exactly.
It's simple. Just stay on your line. It doesn't. Even if he comes out to the edge of the 6-yard box, he can then pass the ball to the right back, and then we carry on playing that side. Play out that side of the pitch. He came out for no reason. I don't understand. He just wants to be involved in everything. You know, just do your job. You know, be quiet and shut your mouth. But he's just always involved in the wrong stuff. You know, he makes a good save and we laugh because he's technically, you know, he's kind of saves it like this. You know, he doesn't extend his arms. He doesn't stretch up. You know, I don't know if he's got too much muscles or whatever, but he doesn't seem to be able to extend himself at all.
So give me a percentage, Mr. B. So Stuart's gone 60-40 and Onana. So he is giving some blame to. So what are you saying?
Yeah, I think 60-40 is fair. I think 60-40 is fair.
Okay. And what can you? Onana's been there a long time, so there's no forgiveness. But
we've seen him make more than enough mistakes.
Can we forgive Dorgu though? Is it a case of?
Yeah. I mean, after that mistake, I was just saying to a friend of mine in a chat, I was saying, this dog is a beast. What a player. And then as soon as I sent the message, he got sent off.
I mean, did you notice that he controls the whole of the side? He controls the whole side of the pitch.
Like he's a beast, Mr. B.
Yeah, man. I've really, if those are the players, if that's the talent ID now that the club is doing, I'm not happy with what they've been, being transfers. But if those are the type of players that they're looking at very early doors, he's strong. He's for all right. The tackle, it was a straight red. There's no, there's no argument. There can be no discussion. I don't know why they had to go to VAR. That's a straight red in anybody's book. The player was lucky not to get his leg broken, to be honest. But I like Dorgu. I really like him. How much games is he missing?
That'd be 2 games, wasn't it?
His debut against Leicester when he got dragged off at half time, and then it was Spurs, and then today, wasn't it? No, sorry, Everton. He played well Saturday.
So how many games did he miss for the red card?
Oh, how many games did we miss? What's straight red? I think this
2-game ban.
Is it 1 game? No. I think the straight red's 2 or 3, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
For violent conduct or something like that. Anyway, going back, because we did ask the question about, I'm just saying this, you're praising Dorgu. He made a stupid error, a foul, where he got sent off and let the teammates down. And then he gave away a goal as well, where he's at some sort of fault. And you lot are saying,
but you know what? You have to watch what he did you have to watch what he did in the game.
That overrides these 2 major errors that nearly cost us the game. Okay, that's where I'm just putting it out there. Let's see what the guys in the comments say. You can't blame Onana for the first goal, says Farn.
Okay.
We've got Andrew saying here, obviously we've seen this one, 60 to Dorgu, 40% Onana. So they're both at blame, but a touch more for Dorgu. He's the only one, mind you, who's really saying Dorgu. Dorgu was looking up, trying to control the ball, expecting Onana to be where Onana came, expecting Onana to be where he was. Onana came out like a madman. This is from I'm Titanium. John Laurie, how you doing? Good evening, everyone. Hope you're well. Actually didn't watch the game tonight due to working. I'll have to start watching them more often if we win, especially with 10 men. Massive 3 points. Yeah, big up, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope you finished work now. Dorgu, 20%, 80% responsibility for Onana, says I am Titanium. Big up to Tyrone in the house, saying 50-50. He said it's foolish coming out, but Dorgu played the ball back blindly. Good point, without looking, and it affected his confidence later in the game, which you two seem to disagree with.
All
right, let me just finish these off. Yeah. Dorgu should have got rid, says Andrew, so that's why he's justifying that. Amarin, we said better. How you doing? Says Amarin, 100% is to blame. I imagine he's saying that. Andrew saying it's true. Look up, and when you see the clown coming out of his goal, kick it out for a corner. He learn from that mistake. There you go. 50-50. I love them both, says Angel. And what else we got here? No complaints about the red. We'll come on to that very soon. There's another goal to talk about. Let's see. We need to send. All right, let's not talk transfer. Let's talk about the game we saw here. Any more chat about? Yeah, sort of agree. He was impressive. So Andrew agrees with you in that. Angel saying here, I like Dorgu. I've seen nothing but positive from him up to now, even though he nearly messed us up today. And let's talk what happened next. So we gone 1-0 down early on. How did we respond? Because obviously I didn't see the first half. 1-0 down after, what was it, 4 minutes? And the next goal, we equalised, but it was after 22 minutes. Did we show the right attitude going to goal down again?
Yeah.
It was an own goal by Sam Mulmori. But talk us through, because what apparently is a set piece, something we don't usually score from. What happened there?
Bruno's. Was it a free kick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
the ball he sent in, Mr. B, it had pace, it had direction. No way could any team defend that sort of ball. And obviously, I was hoping that Rasmus was going to get a touch on it, but no chance.
he looked like he ducked. Maybe I was being a bit critical. He looked like he ducked out the way.
So it is put into the mix, put into the danger area.
Yeah, it bounced off the defender's head straight into the goal. I mean, even on the replay, the first replay, I was still convinced it was a United goal. A United player that scored it. But we responded really, really well. But there was no nobody didn't really seem to be. Maybe they just expect mistakes from Onana. You know, they just got on with the game. They just got on with the game.
So that wasn't an assist, apparently. You talk about Bruno's assists. I think there's a stat going around since Bruno's arrived at the club. It's only Kevin De Bruyne and maybe Salah have got more goal contributions or assists since then. He's really
I have this debate quite a lot. I've got a lot of Spurs friends. Yeah, and a lot of them say, "Oh, he only gets penalties and free kicks." I said, "No way, I'm not having that." There's so much more to Bruno's game, and the amount of United fans that actually want Bruno out, I just find laughable.
We just played him. I'm convinced we're playing him in the wrong position. We don't have.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if Bruno plays in a 10, even next to Xerxes, I have no problem. But him playing deeper, I think.
You can't play Bruno deep. It don't work.
I disagree. I think he dictates the plays. He's the only one who can do what he does.
But okay. My issue with that, I understand he can dictate the play from there, but as a 6, you need to be able to tackle and not just jockey and let man run off. He doesn't tackle.
No, he don't tackle.
You know, as a central midfielder, you want them to tackle. He doesn't tackle.
I felt today he was, magnificent. Even when he dropped deeper. But we'll talk about that later because this is about the goal. It's about his delivery into the danger area. And unfortunately for the Ipswich player, unfortunately for us, it was an own goal. And we've gone back to 1-1. And but before that, this is the 4th minute to the 26th, to the 22nd minute. Did we ramp it up? Were we sort of playing better?
Garnacho was involved. Garnacho was running. Him and Dorgu seemed to be... Yeah. They didn't hold a position. When Dorgu went inside, Garnacho was outside in Dorgu's position. Right. And obviously there was times when... So that sort of combination seemed to be causing Ipswich one or two problems. And it was nice to see that.
Yeah.
The second goal was
after 26 minutes.
Yeah. Another great delivery by Bruno from the corner. Caused the chaos again. And, you know, we had 1 or 2 pinballs about. I think somebody had an effort at goal. The goalie made 2 saves. I think the goalie made 2 saves, and then it spun out to Delit in the 6-yard box. And he smashed it in the roof of the net. But, that put a big smile on my face.
Do we need to be, encouraged by this, Stuart? Because we scored... all our goals seem to come from set pieces. Is that something, or is it just Ipswich are really poor at defending them?
I think it's a bit of both. Ipswich are poor at set pieces. That's a known fact, and obviously United have been terrible all season. And at the start of the game tonight, I see they was practicing a lot of the set pieces at the start of the game. So it's paid off tonight. Long Matt continue because we very rarely score from corners. Very, very rarely do we. So it's nice to see.
So we've gone 2-1 up, and looks like we're going to cruise to victory. But then the guy that you're raving about, Dorgu, let me just say this: at half time, I heard the commentators were saying everything was coming down our left. So the poor right back couldn't get a break, but he ended up scoring 2 goals, just fortunately. But yeah, Dorgu, he's been sent off. Now he's big and strong and everything, but do you think? He's a bit reckless? Could be accused? Just in his game. Do you think he's a bit reckless? Because that looked like a bad challenge. I don't think he's malicious or anything, but what went wrong there? Because
it was just late, Yabba. It was a silly, late, clumsy, whatever you want to call it, tackle. In real time, I was like, what were they going to VAR for? Because in real time, you think. Looks like a decent tackle to me. But then obviously when they slowed it down, you're like, oh dear, that's a straight red card. Why they get VAR involved? But obviously the ref didn't see it so.
So did the ref
it was reckless. It was reckless.
The ref have to go to the screen then to
he sent him to the screen, because he only gave him a yellow. He gave him a yellow.
So can we sort of gauge anything about Dorgu? Because we're praising him here, but
I don't.
He made a mistake for the goal.
It was just. It was a bad tackle. That's it. I don't. Maybe he hasn't been. You know, he might get sent off again the next time he plays, and the next time, and in which case, then you're thinking, okay, he's too aggressive. but I didn't see it like that. It was just a late tackle. It was a bad tackle, but it wasn't. He didn't go to foul. You know, like some tackles, you know, they've gone to do the player. It was just a late tackle. It was just a late tackle.
If that's the case, well, shouldn't VAR like overrule it and say actually he didn't mean it? Because
No. It was a red. It was a red. There's no no argument. He didn't mean to do it, but it's a red.
So, but it doesn't make sense. If you say he didn't mean to do it and it's a mistake,
I tell you what.
Why would you give someone a red?
See the tackle.
Yeah.
I've seen it. You see, and you don't think it was a straight red.
I'm just playing devil's advocate for you guys, stir things up.
Okay. You're playing devil's advocate.
You're gonna bite. All right, it's a red card. Yeah, so obviously, I've always wondered with the system we're playing with Amarin, because we've got 3 at the back and his wing backs. When we do have a red card, if you got 4-4-2, red card, you take off a striker. You don't need to play 4-5-1 or so, or 4-4-1. With this system, it seems like Garnacho was the sacrificed. I want to ask, because this is a big talking point at half time. When we do go down to 10 men, what do we usually do? What's the area to protect? Garnacho is a sort of number 10. Apparently, he's playing pretty well. I didn't see it, but I want to know about your. So, was Garnacho playing well? Is it fair that Garnacho could have come off? Could Garnacho have gone as wing back and not taken anyone off at all? Because he's brought on Casemiro. No, who did he bring on? Mazraoui. He brought on Mazraoui. He needed to go to wing back.
The thing is, he didn't even hesitate. I mean, what the sending off was 42 minutes? He didn't hesitate. Mazraoui was on straight away. There was no, he thought about it, but I've just received something from Bath Time.
Yep.
Amarin on Garnacho going straight down the tunnel after being subbed.
Yeah.
He said, "You are making a connection with Rashford, right? I am going to speak to him." And this is from Chris Wheeler. So obviously, Garnacho didn't take the substitution very well.
Don't blame him.
No, I mean the thing is, I would have. I mean, I was speaking to Bath Time. Me and him were having a chat, and we both agreed that we would have taken off Rasmus.
Yeah.
And then
well, maybe Xerxes could have
him off.
Yeah, I would have subbed Rasmus instead of Garnacho. Yeah, I would have kept Garnacho on the pitch.
Why? 100%. Justify that. Why? What would that give us? Keeping Garnacho on
pace. What's Rasmus offering? I mean, it's gone to 2-2 against Ipswich with 10 men. So you're at home, you're at Old Trafford. You don't take one of your most influential players off, and that's what he's done. I mean, he's lucky. It's not cost us in the end.
We were actually 2-1 at the time when of the
sorry, 2-1. Yeah, and it was virtually straight after, wasn't it?
So you're both of you saying you would have taken off Haaland, and put Mazraoui on. Why do you think he's taken off Garnacho then? If we're saying,
I don't think he. Do you think he trusts Garnacho?
I don't think he does, Mr. B. I honestly don't think he does.
Okay, but what are the pros of leaving Haaland on?
I have no idea.
No,
I don't know.
Does he run the channels? Would he work hard, close down the centre back of the defence?
Yeah, you're talking like you haven't seen him play, bro.
No, but he works hard. I know. I'm annoyed by that, but I know that he'd close things down and work hard. We've gone down to 10 men. I think you need to have someone at least closing down some defenders. Someone up top, rather than otherwise you end up getting too much pressure on yourself, maybe. So you guys are both agreeing that he shouldn't have taken off Garnacho. He should have taken off Haaland and then brought on Mazraoui. And
110%.
Okay. But can you give me an argument? Can you make an argument for leaving Haaland on?
No.
Without any sort of hate towards him? What does he do well? I mean, what can he do?
Look, I said this, everyone slags him off. I still like the boy. He's an honest lad, but it's just not working out for him in the Man United shirt. It's not happening. He puts the effort in, he runs the channels, he's got his back to goal. He's trying, but he's not a Man United player, YABBA. He's really not. Mr. B, I'm sure you'll back me up there.
100%. He's
like I said, I won't slag him off because I actually like him as a bloke, but he's not a Man United player. That's the be all and the end all of it, I'm afraid.
Okay. Let's go to some comments because there's talking points. But the next talking point, just think about this one, guys. Garnacho walking down and going to the change room instead of sitting on the bench. He's obviously upset. It's fueled or something. And obviously the managers recognised that and made the statement after the game. So that's what we'll be talking about very next. And you just said he's not a Man United player because of maybe not being good enough, referring to Rasmus. But it's Garnacho acting like a Man United player by being petulant and going to the change room. We come to that in a sec. Let's go to some comments first about Dorgu because there's a few here. Tyrone saying here, Dorgu is good. Just can't rely on him at left wing back. I'd still want someone like Fernandes back at left wing back. There are too many games to rely on one person. Dorgu doesn't come across as a dirty player. Andrew Williams is saying here wasn't in control. Obviously, we're talking about Dorgu and the sending off. He was going for the ball. However, he could have broken the fella's leg. Definitely a red card from We Deserve Better. Wasn't dirty challenge, just misjudged, said Andrew. Garnacho going off was a shocking decision. So he agrees with you. Iron Titanium says even Dorgu thought the red was deserved. Disgusting. The Garnacho finally starts, plays well, and is hooked after 40 minutes. Why not Dalot or Dalot? What do I call him? Dalot or Haaland. Rasmus was absolutely dirt again. Rasmus' performance was a joke. Can't wait to see the back of Garnacho. We don't need that kind of player at the club. You've got to be a team player. Rasmus is CRAP, says Realist Cavs. How you doing, man? Rasmus was bad, but I'm not complaining about the subs. We won. Let's Titanium. He wants to sell Garnacho to get players for his stinky system. That's We Deserve Better. Garnacho is crap also, says so they're both crap apparently. Big up to V. V's back in the house. Get V saying here, Garnacho didn't play well. Stop talking. All right, less of that, man. Less of that. If you disagree, just be respectful at least. All right, so let's talk about Garnacho. Why would he storm off down the tunnel? We've seen this happen before with Ronaldo a couple of years ago, and then Rashford apparently do it.
Yeah.
Players should learn that's not acceptable. Why would Garnacho do it? Our emotions really? Is he seen red that much? Our emotions too high? What's he upset about? Come on.
The reason he's probably upset is because he's left Rasmus Højlund on the pitch and taken him off. And Garnacho, yeah, I'm not saying he had a great game, but he didn't do nothing as bad as what anyone else in the United shirt did in the first half. So I'd understand Garnacho. If that was me who got taken off on Monday, I would have stormed off down the tunnel as well. But it's petulant. They probably after the incident they regret it and they say sorry, blah blah blah. And it is petulant from Garnacho. He's still a kid. He's still got a lot to learn in the game, but. Yeah, I mean that's the only thing I can think of is that he's got the right hub because he's thinking, how's Rasmus Højlund left on that pitch and he's taking me off, you know?
I just want to say I've made a mistake and timed out Andrew Williams because as I was doing it for V, Andrew jumped on the comment and now I've actually timed him out. I don't know how to get him back in, but hopefully he'll be back very soon. Sorry about that, Andrew Williams. That was a mistake on my part. Forgive me. I was trying to take out V. V's been a bit aggressive. All right, so we made that defensive change. It's seen as a defensive change there. But what happened next if we conceded straight away to make it 2-2? Talk us through the goal because once again, Onana's getting a lot of stick for this. A ball has been whipped in, hasn't it? From
it was again. I mean, Billy Jean's out there doing his moon dancing and all that. He's doing his Michael Jackson moves, and then he's just curled this left foot ball, and it's sort of like curling away from the post, the far post. And it's one of them balls, Yabba, that defenders don't want to touch it, the goalkeeper don't want to touch it, and it's gone. I think it's gone between De Ligt or Maguire, one of the two, and then and Onana's just stood there. By the time he dived, it was too late. It was in the goal. So again, it's a case like the first goal. Is it Onana's fault? Is it the defence fault? So everyone in the comments can make their own mind on that one because I'm not sure, to be honest.
Wow. I mean, look, Onana's going to get the stick for that, I imagine, because the ball's come over and no one's really got a touch. I know Delap has run across the ball and sort of maybe put him off, but he stood still and it's just gone in, you know. At least I just think the goalkeeper's got to deal with that, keep his eyes on the ball and deal with that situation. So I'm blaming Onana on that one, unfortunately. I think he deserves to take some sort of stick once again for the 2 goals. He's disappointing, and we will go into Onana very soon. Mr. B is going to be loving this. The second goal from Ipswich, Mr. B, well described there by Stuart. The ball's come over from Billie Jean, and poor Onana couldn't deal with it.
It's nothing to do with being poor. There's poor, there's unlucky, and there's shit, and he's shit. So it's not even an issue now. The sooner the season finishes and he's gone, there's no first choice. They're not going to be bringing in anybody to fight for their place with him. Replace him. If you have to replace him with 2 goalies that you're not too sure about, fine. But having a goalkeeper like that, it doesn't breed any confidence. He's making a mistake a game, and it's costing a goal. It's not like he's making a mistake and it's not killing us. He's making 1 mistake a game minimum. He's making. Get him gone. I was so excited when we got Onana. We were singing, remember, oh nah, oh what's money, and now look. Oh shit, man! Nah, I'm done with him, man.
What keeper can we get in, though, Mr. B? Who's out there? Who can we get?
Listen, I didn't know anything about Dorgu before they got him, before they signed him. So let them do whatever they need to do to find a replacement. Yeah, we're gonna get stung again, like we do on all of the players that we buy. But get him gone. Somebody will take him for 25 mil. You know, I mean, how long we had him? 2 years. We spent 50. We get rid of him for 25. We break even, right?
Yeah.
Get rid.
Yeah, he's shite. End of.
I want to say hi to Bath Time. Andrew, big up to you. Yeah, as you said, he's a Black Barthez, makes mistakes like that. Andrew, forgive me, I made a mistake by timing you out there. It wasn't meant for you. Thanks for being not even talking about
he called it the Black Barthez. He did, to be fair.
Full of clarity. Really, you want a steady keeper, don't you? I mean, look at the best keepers we've had with Edwin van der Sar. He was really steady. Schmeichel was a great keeper, but he was a bit.
They don't have to be steady. Just don't make stupid mistakes, Yabba.
Yeah. Come on, let's be honest now, guys. Every single time United play, whenever that ball is anywhere near the box, I'm cringing. I can't look. I can't look.
All right. Before we sign a 9, I was dreaded it. There's some YouTube compilations of all his previous mistakes, guys. Yeah. Surprised you didn't see it coming. That's from Tyrone. Remember, this is under a different manager who wanted to play out from the back and needed a keeper like that.
But he can't play. But he can't even play out from the back. He doesn't even play. All he does is kick the ball out of play.
Say hi to Simon Warner, everyone. How you doing, Simon? Nice to see you. And yeah, you're damn right. Bath Time's in house. Saying prepare yourself for the biggest love fest ever when Yabba gets on to Harry Maguire. And I'm glad you're here for this, Andrew, and you guys in the chat as well. Because it's going to be really exciting talking about the second half. So we got in. I came in at half time. I come in from work late. I just heard boos when they were walking down the tunnel, because there was so much went on. 2-2. What happened here? You had a sending off. You had 2 mistakes. You had Ipswich getting back in the game. I mean, the fans were really thinking they were sort of anticipating the second half being on the back foot and probably losing to Ipswich, weren't they? Is it fair to boo after the first half like that?
Yeah, and of course it is. It's like we said before, but this is people paying hard-earned money to go and watch professional footballers put a shift in and play for the badge. And I don't know anymore. That's why I didn't go tonight, because I can't be doing it at the moment. That's really, really rattled me. The whole club has really, really rattled me at the moment.
Okay, I just want to say something. It happened later on in the game, but really, really made me laugh. I was nearly in tears. Casemiro made a challenge because we were on the back foot. He gave it all that, and someone in the crowd. Yeah. I need to go to Old Trafford. I need to see things like that, man. That was hilarious. And she looked like
that's what you want to see from your players, and Ugarte towards the end as well, putting a tackle in and getting the fans going. That's what you want to see.
The female and the fan in the crowd.
Yeah, the female fan who's doing that. Yeah.
Come on, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I love that sort of stuff. All right, so obviously. Got in at halftime, got booed. Manager had to talk them through it again, just like he did at Everton. We've come out with 10 men and been direct and forced something with Maguire. He got the corner, And there you go. From that set piece again from Harry Maguire, from Bruno with a great corner. It's Harry Maguire who's popped in with a goal. Let's talk about this goal. I mean, it's just good movement. What happened there? I mean, I saw some zonal kind of defender from Ipswich.
It was just left unmarked, wasn't it? About 10, 12 yards out, wasn't it? Left unmarked. Player was about 2 yards away from him, and it's just Harry's got his old big head on it and smashed it in the back of the net. Great header.
Mr. B, let's hear from you about Harry Maguire's goal, the winning goal.
I'll keep it brief. He did very well to score the goal. He headed it down, which I think is a necessity. It was a good header. It was a good. He wins headers, So he did what he was supposed to do today. I mean, he's still going to get run, and I'm still going to cuss when man twists him up. But he's dangerous. He's dangerous for corners. He should be scoring more.
Yeah,
he should. Let's be honest. He should be scoring more. So I'm hoping, this brings him, get another couple before the end of the season, important ones like today. We might be feeling like you do now. Yabba, you talk about the Maguire goal, please.
Not yet. I'm just going to focus on you, Mr. B. A couple more things from the comments. You like to engage with the comments, don't you? Here's a couple for you. Harry Maguire is the only player to make diagonal passes to switch to play. Stuart's nodded his head off there. Like the insurance,
he pings like 40, 50-yard diagonal balls like Prime Paul's goals. Sometimes you have to think, has he got a ginger wig on? Honestly, I'm actually starting to. I nearly said love Harry Maguire then, because a few years ago I was like, oh, get him out of this club. But I love Maguire now. I love him. Proper centre half. Don't mess about.
Wins his headers. Best passer in the team. Diagonals.
No, I won't go that
far. He never said, when did you see best passer in the team? Please don't start, man.
Who else can hit diagonals like that? Switches to play.
This is wildlife. The best passer in the team, Yabba.
Who else can hit diagonals like that?
Let's not get negative. He's got the winning goal though. All right then. You know what? Yeah, he is. For you today, you know what?
Here's the key to his locker. Open it up and let's let all this talent spill out.
No. He's the best passer in the team. He's the best passer. I'm not yet. He is. I'm not.
Next one for you. Bath Time's got a question for you. He absolutely monstered the lap. No, Mr. B? Yes or no? This is the lap. Big, strong boy. Strapping boy.
Yeah, but
he monstered him, meaning he put him in his pocket all game.
Yeah, well, he should do. The lap's a you. Maguire's a big old
10 goals, 10 Premier League goals for Ipswich this season.
Yeah, so
he's a
Maguire's an international.
Oh, so he's an international. You've opened his lock. It's all coming out now.
No, but he's an international.
Great goal.
He's an international. I told you, Yabba, I'm not going to burst your bubble today, bro. I'm not going to do it. I've actually got your name in the description. I'm not bursting your bubble today, bro. As soon as he scored, even my son said, Yabba's going to be over the moon, isn't he, Dad? I said, yes.
Stuart Marshall, talk about his lap. He was on an audition today, and he was kind of friendly with a few of the Man United players. I know there's an incident with him and Ugarte and Maguire got booked for it as well.
Oh, yeah.
Did you sense there was he was on audition there, and he sort of like sizing him up, thinking he could be going to Man United? Because we have looked at him. Good player, no? And did Harry Maguire?
Good player, not Man United, not a Man United player. No, he's a very good player in quite poor Ipswich team. And let's face it, I mean, Ipswich will get relegated. He'll probably stay in the Premiership. What sort of level do you think, Mr. B? I'd probably say it's Tottenham. Do you reckon he can get in the Tottenham side? He's not a Man United player, Delap. He's a good player, but no.
I don't even think he's a Tottenham player. He'd probably have to be somebody who wants him in the system. Yeah, I
West Ham.
West Ham, yes.
Yeah.
I can see him doing something for West Ham.
Yeah.
So are we downplaying this guy Delap because Harry Maguire ate him up? Are we trying to say he's no good now?
No, I'm not saying he's no good. He's a very good player.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I want to hear.
Delap's trash, man. The lap's trash, man.
He's
crap.
He's crap.
No, we're not digging it. No, but you can only play what's in front of you. He played him well today. He played him well today, you know, but we'll see what happens in the next game. But yeah, Maguire, impressive. I mean, it's strange. He extended his contract at a time when a lot of people expected him to go, as in he got the extra year.
Yeah.
And I think now he's you know, he's out. Look, it's a back three. So obviously that's his bread and butter. But fair play to him. Fair play to him. He's still gonna get rinsed. He's still gonna get, you know, but he's always gonna score those goals. I want him, if he can get another 5, goals before the end of the season, man. That'll be magnificent.
That's asking a lot. Come on.
Why?
Rasmus has only got 2 and he's our striker.
Yeah, but -9 is a waste, man. Let's not talk about -9. We're talking about Harry King Kong Maguire.
Talk to us. Let's talk about his celebration, because maybe you guys didn't see it. You were sort of jumping up and screaming and running around the house. Did you actually see his celebration? It means a lot to him.
I don't celebrate goals anymore, Yabba. I think just quickly. I think the last time I proper celebrated a goal was Ahmad's winner against City. How long ago was that?
Oh wow, that was ages ago.
Yeah, but no, I love his celebration. He slides along the pitch, doesn't he? And he gives it. He loves it. He loves it. Absolutely loves it.
Yeah, he was roaring. So a fair play to Harry Maguire. He done well today. Bath time saying here, Delap failed his audition for you lot. We just touched on that. He did for me. I'm worried Rasmus Tax will make him look like a great signing. Simon Warner saying here, Bruno clearly the man of the match. We'll come on to that very soon. Harry, obviously we've touched on it. Maz loved what he did. This is talking about with Delap. He came in to help his teammate because Agate rode 2 challenges.
You see, even that. Those are the things that get the booking. Take the booking. You know, I know it's not £12 that we pay, but take the booking, because he's now backing up his boy. Last season when who was getting draped up and nobody went in to help?
Do it cool, Mr. B. Yeah.
I can't remember the game. You know, my memory's full of smoke anyway. But yeah, there was a game where, and I'm thinking, you know what? I want my players to back. You know, have your man's back. You know, you don't expect a 13-man Royal Rumble, but yeah, Mazraoui took his booking. Get off, man. He's telling him, you know, you're a little youth. Not going to swear on this one. Yeah, I was happy. I was really, really happy with that. Really, really showed a lot of fight and togetherness today.
That's what
Harry Maguire has scored the same amount of goals as Rasmus. Both scored 2. That's a Simon Warner. A few more here. Weezer better say got a goal today. Still want him gone in the summer though. Just talking about Harry Maguire. Half a good season doesn't make up for the past 3 years. Simon Warner, if you watched the show yesterday, you know we all, well, 2 of the 3 of the panel, myself and Mr. B wanted Chidu to start.
He'll get a start. The more that Rasmus keeps doing what he's doing, Chido will get his chance.
Oh, definitely.
Hutchinson, I know he played well in the first game against Ipswich. He's the next Arsenal guy, isn't he? Bath time saying if I felt Delap began to lash out in frustration about being hugged into the next lifetime by Harry Maguire. He likes to hug people, doesn't he? I thought Delap was average. There he goes. Probably not up to the standards, Stuart was saying. Maguire didn't eat him up. Delap was finishing his own dinner. United apparently are after Delap, and Napoli are interested in signing Holland, and they can have him. Says Simon Warner. If he gets 5 goals, will Mr. B put a picture up next to Kobe in his love wall? That's
if he scores the winner in the Europa League final, I will get a Harry Maguire. I will get the biggest. I will get the whole of this done with a Harry Maguire.
You heard it here first, everybody.
There you go. Similar to the rain dance for a corner, you need to do a Maguire dance. See all this joke coming. Ronaldo against Liverpool. Big up to Ben Goss. How you doing, man? Long time no see. I hope you're happy about the result as well. No one backed him apart from Group Bruno. Saying Ben again. We drew 1-1 last time. Couldn't see United losing this one. And Ipswich have not won at all this year. They haven't won a game in this annual year since the start of January. I do remember Erasmus got a pass in the box and just stepped over it. Yeah. What a great run. So we've done Maguire. I didn't even need to talk about him because Mr. B was rating him for me. But with 10 men, I mean, do you think Ipswich done enough to sort of really stretch us and use that extra man really well? Were you ever worried? Were you thinking, oh God, we got
we got an honouring goal?
It was like the Tottenham game when who got sent off against Spurs early doors in the first half when we played Tottenham and lost 3-0 Old Trafford. Bruno, of course it was Bruno. Yeah, on the Madison challenge, wasn't it? It was like then. We seemed to play better with 10 men. I mean, Ipswich didn't even test Onana in the whole of the second half. So yeah, there was no real pressure. I mean, I'm sure if it was Liverpool or Arsenal or City, it would have been. But
so, what did you see us do? Because obviously, Casemiro came on eventually, and we usually play two midfielders ahead of him. Casemiro, it looked like they went to a three at the back, three midfielders. Is that right?
It was 5
covering the width of the pitch.
5-3. Did we go 5-3-1? Is that enough players?
Yeah, played 5 at the back, didn't they?
5-3-1. 5-3-1.
So it's Casemiro, Bruno, and Ugarte just shielding in front of the defence, right?
But
no, because Casemiro came on really late.
Yeah, Casemiro came on late, didn't he?
All right, so it's Haaland and Xerxes with one of those two's coming and dropping back in to help out. All right, let's talk about that chance. I thought Bruno was fantastic. They really showed great attributes, great character as well, to really, slow things down when it's necessary. And that run he went on, I mean, we were soaking up a bit of pressure. We were sitting back. It's a massive pitch. I haven't been there for a while, but Stuart goes there regularly. He knows how big that pitch is. He went on a marauding run and sort of almost lined up a nice cross, which Rasmus kind of messed up because he stepped over it with the shot. But Bruno, I mean, look, no matter what we say about Bruno, he's showing, compared to the other guys, he's making other guys look bad because he's talented. He's probably the most talented player, but he's probably also, to add to that, he's probably one of the most hardworking, got the best attitude in the game. So let's talk about Bruno because I'm very impressed. People are talking about man of the match and all that today. What do you think of his performance today? I mean, this is a guy that surely, I mean, we can't be cussing him again at all.
No,
he's got enough in the bank.
I never cuss Bruno. I never have. I know he's got his antics where he cries like a baby sometimes, but I've never ever cussed Bruno Fernandes. I love the guy to bits. He's a leader. All right, he's not the most vocal like some players, like Robson and all them sort of players, but he's a leader. He's a winner, and yeah, I love Bruno Fernandes, and yeah, man of the match for me tonight all day long. See in the comments, some people have said Lenny Yoro thought he was very good tonight.
Right.
Yeah, Yoro was very impressed. Like I said earlier, I think that was probably the best game he's had tonight in a United shirt. But Bruno,
while we're on Yoro, just touch on what was his highlight of the game?
Oh, that little back thing near the byline, wasn't it? That was what was that about? As you guys remember, Berbatov done something years ago against West Ham at Old Trafford. Yeah. Not quite as good as Berbatov, but that was taking the biscuit. That was, wasn't it?
I think Redondo done something like that to Henningberg. Well, not something. It wasn't. That was a quick turn.
Yeah, he killed him.
Yeah. Went to go one way, stopped it inside. And I mean, if I saw the crowd, I was imagining you, Stuart, being there. You'd be, going up. What a magnificent piece of skill, and it would be great to finish off with a goal, wouldn't it? He made a good pass as well, didn't he? So. Is you only giving him a good performance based on that bit of skill, or overall do you think?
No, I just thought overall he carried the ball very well tonight from deep. Right. He's not afraid to run with the ball. His distribution is very good. All round game tonight was very impressed with him. And again, I say it's probably the best game he's had since he's been at United.
Just touching on before I come to you, Mr. B, Bruno Fernandes, best player since Fergie retired. Are we all agreeing on that?
I think he's up there.
I think he has to be in the argument. I can't think of anybody else at the moment, but he has to be at the argument. Yeah, we cuss Bruno. We want him to be immaculate. We don't want him to be spamming, 50, 60-yard balls. You know, I don't want him playing deeper than the 10. I want him playing as the 10. But for commitment, for effort, yeah, we moan about his theatrics, as you said, Stuart. Some people will accept it, some people won't. Some people will accept that from their captain. But he leads by example.
Okay.
He will cover every single blade. He might be crying while he's going there and touching him and have his hands waving in the air, but he's still going to cover the grass. He will still do the work. So I have no problem with Bruno. You know, he plays every single game. Rest for a bit. You know, maybe a rest will do him really, really well. But Bruno still,
No.
as I said, and that's the beauty of, and that's everybody will have their opinion. You know, not a lot of people actually agree with Andrew on a lot of things anyway, and this is just something else.
If we all agreed on the same thing, life would be boring, wasn't it?
There you go. We'd all have the same looking gal.
Yeah.
You know, or man. You know, we'll all be driving the same color car, the same style of car. It's good to have an opinion.
Right, is the spice of life.
There you go.
Bath time saying here, Bruno moves too much to play at number 6, as you guys was hinting at earlier on. Bruno was so good, says Ed Mayhem. How you doing, Ed? Nice to see you. This is a good one here from UK Strange. Bruno Fernandes, United's best player since Fergie retired. There wasn't the one I was trying to pick. Zerchi, we touched on him as well. It's showing signs of improvement. I'm glad we didn't loan him out. Where is the comment? Yeah, here we go. We deserve better. Bruno had good, strong communication with his teammates today, especially on the right wing. Not sure about it. Last 10 minutes, we were looking a bit tired, but he gave his all and led the team. That's what we want to see. That's definitely what we want to see. Euro's best game for us. So Euro and Zerchi, these are 2 new signings coming in. We kind of like dismissed Zerchi, a bit like Andrew is here saying Zerchi was awful.
Andrew.
Yeah.
What game were you watching?
So tell us, Mr. B, what was
the
ball? Every time the ball hit Zerchi, the ball stuck. He picked up the ball on the turn. He had his head up. Man was bouncing off. I don't. To me, I don't have no problem with and the fact that he stayed on and played the 93 minutes and got a standing ovation walking off the pitch. Listen, he didn't break him.
Sorry, he didn't look like scoring, Andrew. But for me, Mr. B, I'd say Zerchi was our standout player in the first half.
Yeah, he was stunning.
He was excellent.
He was great. Wow.
And this is coming from a man who 3 months ago was like, get this idiot out of that club. He is absolutely toilet.
Yeah.
But the last couple of games, I'm starting to grow on the fella. And with a decent number 9, I mean, let's face it, Xerxes' position, he's number 10. He's not a goal scorer. Everyone's saying, why is he not scoring? He's not a goal scorer. He's not a number 9. He's number 10. We get a prolific striker who's going to get us 30 goals a season. We'll be laughing. Don't forget, you've got Ahmad to come back into this team as well. It's all about keeping players fit. But obviously, at the moment, that's not going to happen, is it?
Well done to Zerchi. I think, look, the window's not open, is it? We have to deal with the cards that we've been given. And we've got Zerchi and Rasmus and all these players. And they're going to have ups and downs. And even like Dorgu today had a sort of a up and down game, played pretty well, but one mistake and obviously got sent off as well. So it's going to take time for these guys to get bedded into the culture, the system, the way of play and everything else. And the sooner the better, because we've got some big games coming up, haven't we, Stuart?
Yeah, I think we've got, is it Fulham in the FA Cup Sunday, isn't it?
Is it this Sunday? It's for the FA Cup. Wow.
Is it the second?
It will be the second this Sunday.
Right, yeah.
Sunday, yeah.
So that's FA Cup.
Wow. That game?
That's Sunday, 5:30 p.m, isn't it?
Oh, God.
That's a massive game.
It's my birthday and my mum's taking me out to dinner. And guess what time she's booked the reservation for?
5 o'clock.
5:30.
You might check the fixture list. I guarantee she better check the fixture list for you. Mr. B, we love you, and we will be billing up for your birthday later.
I'll be billing up for my birthday.
I'm sure you will. So yeah, Fulham next game.
And then Arsenal at home.
So does that mean Dorgu will miss the Fulham game and the Arsenal game?
No, he's available for Fulham because it's a cup, isn't it? It's just the league.
Oh man, I would have loved him to play against being there for Arsenal, man.
Yeah, but no, he's out for the Arsenal game now.
Okay. How How can you're fuel forward and not even get a chance, let alone a goal? So this is basically saying Xerxes poor because he's not getting chances to score. Barthel's saying I think Xerxes needs more direct attackers around him on the wings, more than the number 9, to be honest. He was so much better than against Everton with Dorgu and Garnacho whizzing around him. So he needs players to bounce off, doesn't he? So 4 o'clock, this Sunday. It's actually on terrestrial TV, as you can see. And Mr. B almost shared the same birthday as Andrew the Loser. So what the star sign are you? You're going to be Aquarius? Is it Aquariuses, you guys? Oh, no.
Pisces, bro.
Pisces, okay. Yeah. The fish. Okay, so Andrew and 2 big personalities, Mr. B and Andrew, will be celebrating their birthday again. 21 again, Mr. B.
Oh my God. I don't even remember being 21. I do not remember being 21.
Oh, he says Bath time saying a red card does count for the FA Cup. I didn't know that. I thought it was just league, but there you go.
Okay, so will he? So we've got, is it Fulham then Arsenal? So he's definitely
Bath time. Sorry, Bath time. Can you confirm it's a 3-game ban for a straight red, isn't it? Or is it?
Yeah, can we find out, please, guys? How many games would he be out for? Because I think he's a crucial player for us right now, isn't he?
I mean, it used to be a 3-game ban back in the day, but I think it's only. It might be only 2-game ban now. I don't know.
Okay. All right, man of the match, guys. Our overall look,
Bruno.
I know you're going to say Bruno, but is there anyone else that do 1, 2, and 3? Just name 3 players that you were excited about today. Well, sorry, I have to get Mr. B to say something.
Go on, Mr. B. You go first.
All right, I was happy with Dorgu.
Wow.
Even though I said he was the whole of the left, bruv. He had the whole of the left side. He controlled the whole side of a pitch. I'm trying to think who else was good today. But
Maguire.
Come on. Just say
it. Just say it, Mr. B.
Yeah.
Maguire and Bruno. Those are the 3.
Exactly. Let's go over to you, Stuart. Man of the match for you is clear. Is that right?
Bruno, mainly because, like I say, he covered every blade of grass, 3 assists for the set piece for the goals, but closely followed by Maguire, 100%. I mean, Maguire was outstanding, solid again, scored the winner. Nothing gets past him. He's like a brick wall, isn't he?
Just going back, we talked about Euro and Xerxes' performances today. What about Dalot? Because I didn't see the first half, but Dalot,
get rid of him and all.
YABBA.
Why though? What did he do? Because I thought even late in the game, he's winning free kicks high up the pitch.
He's just like a bomb that's waiting to explode. It's waiting to go off every game. He's got something in him. But I've always liked Dalot, to be honest. But I don't know. But I mean, Amarin likes him because he plays him every single game. I mean, I predicted that he'd be on the bench tonight, but he obviously likes the fella. He's a professional. He's a good professional. But again, I'm still getting gone in the summer, Yabba. Mr. B, when you?
He's here with a birthday. 100%. Andy Herbert's got his birthday on Tuesday as well. So, guys,
enough Pisces in the house, man.
It's that holiday season, birthday season for the boys, all associated with the agenda, and especially Mr. B. We got man of the match. Dalot was meh. Says again, Dalot wasn't good. Yeah, but he was tripping over the ball too much to get an average score. Okay. BBC Football website has chosen Bruno as man of the match, and so has Simon Warner. And so has Ed Mayhem as well, and you two on the panel. So yeah, Bruno gets unanimous man of the match from the Man United agenda. Well done, Bruno. Bruno Fernandes. What a player he is. And Harry Maguire as well. I think you need leaders, 2 experienced players, getting us through, seeing us through, which is really important. So I'm delighted with the win. Fulham going to be a tough game come the weekend. It's so important, isn't it, this FA Cup game?
Oh, very important. I mean, after this, it's the quarterfinals. You've got to remember, there's no Liverpool, there's no Arsenal. I think there's no Chelsea. So this is it's a big chance for us to probably win our only cup of the season. I mean, we've got the
3 years in a row, City Derby final.
Yeah, God, imagine that.
I would take that. I would take it. I would take it. Let us get there. Let us get there, and I don't care. I don't care who we play.
Bring on City in the final, mate. Ahmad will be back. Cobby will be back. Bring it on, boys.
How do you guys feel about? I know we don't get to see much Spanish football, but how do you feel about the draw against Real Sociedad?
I'm worried.
I'm quite happy.
I would have rather had Alkmaar. I'll be honest.
The Dutch. I'll tell you what, Mr. B. I tell you what, Mister, with that Alkmaar, they're doing some things this season in the Dutch league.
Are they?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're about 6th.
Yeah, but you know what it is? It's because they're Dutch. I just feel like maybe we would have, we maybe have the power over them and a little bit more physicality. And Sociedad, man, they're just
Sociedad are no mugs. They are no mugs. It's a tough game.
I just worry. Yeah, but look, we'll see. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be.
Anyone know? Anyone in the comments? I believe they played Madrid tonight in the Copa del Rey. If anyone
that was Betis. Betis played, didn't they?
Wow.
Anthony was playing today. He was back. Anthony was back, wasn't he?
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Copa del Rey. Let me go. Oh yeah, Real Madrid won. Real Madrid won 1-0.
Oh right, okay. It'll be a tough game for Sociedad. I think there'll only be a goal in it over the 2 legs. I think.
Okay. Well, there you go. Big games coming up, obviously, thick and fast. And then we're going to have the Easter period as well coming up soon, where there's big games galore. But the league, I mean, I'm really excited about the cup games now. Those games, that's why I mentioned them. The Fulham game, Real Sociedad, that's when we really have to be at the races. What we've noticed recently, the Everton game and this game tonight, we didn't start well. And that needs to improve when we're going into the big game. We have to treat these cup games like a final because there's so much opportunity there. We win against Fulham, we're in the quarters, and we win against Sociedad. We can start looking for a route towards the final as well. So, yeah, come on, United. It's not all doom and gloom, especially on this channel when you've got people like Stuart Marshall coming on, refusing to go to the game and coming to sit in the hot seat here. You've always got a season ticket with us, Stuart Marshall. Thank you so much for joining us.
Anytime, boys. Anytime.
Mr. B.
I might even go Sunday, actually, to be honest. Now
Oh, really?
Bad.
Change your mind now.
No, jump on. Listen, you're gonna know. It's nice to have the choice. It's nice to be able to say, I'm not gonna go to this game. I'm gonna come and chat to the man on the agenda. You know what I mean? So you know, it's good to have that option. You know what I mean? So if you're gonna go. It might be a nice day.
I mean, some of my mates say, "Oh, look, he's only going when they're winning." Blah blah blah. I said, "Yeah, you ain't got to do the 2-hour round trip, mate. The 10-hour round trip. It's hard work. You know what it's like, boys. You've been up there. It's a long old drive, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a long drive. So what's that?
When you lose 5-0.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's enough from us, guys. Thanks to everyone in the comments. Big up to Bath Time. I don't know what he's doing. He's just chilling at home, having a night off, but well deserved. Works really hard. Big up to Mikel Zachariah as well. He's saying Dorgu is too raw. Remains to be seen, especially today. Hopefully that was a one-off, and he'll be learn from that. We'll see in the future. But you know, it's lack a notch time as it is. Yeah, I'm just getting ready to prepare to shut this down. So I'm going to say from YABBA Forbes is lack a notch.
Lack a notch.
Lack a notch from me.
Good night, guys.